There are moments in life that don't make sense. Things we remember clearly yet can't explain. Things that feel real in a way that stays with us, even years later. One of the most common of these moments is the last call. The call someone makes right before they die. The call they shouldn't have been able to make. It usually happens on an ordinary day. A person calls someone they love, a spouse, a friend, a parent. The conversation isn't dramatic, it isn't emotional, it isn't a goodbye. It's small, everyday, familiar. They talk about dinner or the weather or something they saw on their way home. There is no panic in their voice, no fear, no sense that anything is wrong. And then later that same day, they die. Sudden accident, silent heart failure, unexpected collapse, a moment no one sees coming. And when the living look back on the call, they realize something. There was nothing in the voice to warn them. No hint, no tremor, no goodbye, just a call. And then the absence. Families talk about this like it's coincidence. Doctors call it emotional intuition. But there are calls that go further. Calls that should not have been possible. There was a man in his late 40s who was driving home from work. He called his wife to say he'd be there in 10 minutes. She remembers his voice clearly. Warm, present, real. He told her he was just passing the old gas station, the one they always joked about selling terrible coffee. She laughed. He laughed. They said, "See you soon." 10 minutes passed, then 20, then 30. She tried calling him back. No answer. She assumed traffic. An hour later, police knocked on her door. There had been a crash. Instant. No pain. No time. Time of death. 15 minutes before the call was made. But she remembered his laugh, the cadence, the pauses in his breathing, the rhythm of his voice. Phone records confirmed the call. Caller ID confirmed it came from his phone, but the crash had already happened. The phone itself had been destroyed. Another case involved a grandmother calling her family after leaving the hospital. Her voice was weak but steady. She said she was finally feeling better and that she was happy to be going home soon. The family cherished the call. It felt peaceful. She passed away in her hospital room 30 minutes before the call connected. The hospital phone had never been used. The phone records existed, but the source did not. People who experience these calls say the same thing. It didn't feel like a goodbye. It felt like they were still here. Some believe the mind reaches out in its final moments, not consciously, but instinctively, returning to the voices that shaped its life. Others believe death is not a moment, but a process. And during that transition, something lingers. A presence caught between leaving and letting go. There is a silence at the end of these calls. A pause, a breath. A moment where the person on the other end realizes the line is still open, but no one is there anymore. Not disconnected, not hung up, just empty, like someone stepped away from the phone. Without their body, some things are too consistent to ignore. The last call is not a goodbye. It is the mind reaching for love as it lets go of the world. Not to warn, not to fear, but to remember, because the last thing we hold on to is each other.